guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I'm Kay. On this channel I talk about getting back on track with my finances and my journey towards financial independence. I just want to say I didn't post a video last week, and it's because that I was having to do other things, and today I want to give you an idea of what I've been focusing on. It forms part of my journey towards financial freedom because as I mentioned before, one big aspect of my financial free journey is to actually ensure that I have sufficient funds in my pension pot to be able to support me in later life. And currently I don't. One of the things I will be considering in terms of how I will be getting back on track with my finances is to consider starting a business. So over the last 2 years or so, I have been looking at one business idea, and as a result of that, I have had to spend more and more time on it over the last couple months to get things sorted. So the business that I've been considering, it's a supported living business. Some people call it semi-independent living business, and it's a business that focuses on providing accommodation and support to care leavers. So these are youngsters that are in the care system, to help them transition into independent living. So we have our kids in social care, and the social care, the government has a duty of care for these young people. A lot of them have certain needs that need to be supported to help them just to be able to kind of have some normalcy in their lives. So a lot of times these kids, not only do they have history where they may be coming from a certain background which will affect their development in terms of, if there is issue with alcoholism, substance abuse in their house, parents aren't adequately able to take care of them how they should. And some of these kids also could have, ADHD, some learning difficulties, psychological issues as a result of their experience growing up. And they could be risk of sexual exploitation. There could be physical abuse, that have taken place while they are now in the care system. When a youngster is in care, the government has the statutory duty of care for these kids have to put them in a provision which can take care of their needs, help them to, overcome whatever they're going through, provide a safe environment for them, and give them the necessary tools and skills or opportunity to get those skills and tools that they need to effectively go out in the world and become a productive member of society, despite whatever they've gone through. And so some of these kids may also need therapeutic sessions, counseling session to help them overcome with some of these things that they've been through. And so there are a number of places where the government, the local authority may need to use to cater for these kids. And some of it, you have the foster care system, and that's where they will place the young person or the child or young person that they have in care with a foster carer. So this could be a family, this could be an individually. So they would go through a rigorous process of matching that child to a certain foster carer who will be able to look after that child with under this the guidance of social service. And so some children, they're able to go via the foster care route. There are others who've been adopted, and this is where it could possibly be that their parents have given all rights over, and so, or they become an orphan and no one to take care of them, so they could be adopted early on. And normally, sad but true, the younger you are, the better chances you have of somebody coming to adopt you than when you're older. And that's sad, but that's just the current situation. You also have the children's home, so residential children's home. In the past, you used to have a lot of it being run by the government, but now you have more and more private sectors coming in and actually running those businesses. In addition to this, children in care may be placed in what is called a supported living or semi-independent living accommodation. And this is where, again, these care leavers, kids in care, between the ages of 16 to 18, it could go up to 21 or even 25. They're placed with these providers who will work with social services to help these kids get the skills they need, the therapy they need, help them to get on track in terms of helping with education, with getting jobs, just learning basic life skills such as, personal hygiene, budgeting, how to do chores that you normally have your children do, but they don't call it chores. These are life skills for them. How to learn how to iron, how to cook healthily, eat healthily, take care of your body, information, give them information and support on, sexual health, because that's quite important. And that's everything that you can think about your own child if you have teenagers and all the things that they need to learn to become effective member of society. Then these are some of the skills, the soft skills that we would support them with, and then following key guidelines from their respective social worker. We'll work with the social services, the local authority, to help these young people meet certain targeted outcomes. So the semi-independent business, that's the one that I've been looking at. I've actually set up a company to start doing it, and in my area, it has taken me almost 2 years to register with the local authority in the area, and this is due to COVID. So at the moment, as it stands, I do have the business set up, the legal entity set up with Company House. I do have various things in place that I need to actually start the business and get it up and running. But what I'm currently waiting on is my first client, and so that's also taking a while, and because there were a number of kind of like little roadblocks along the way in addition to waiting to be registered. So where I am located in the Midlands, you have to first register to the West Midlands Placement Portal. And once you do that and supply the relevant documents, such as statement of purpose, your young people's handbook, and so it's the statement of purpose for your business. What is it your business is all about, and what is it providing? Handbook, which is for the young person. It's going to give them an idea of what your business is as well, but toned down to a level that a young person can understand, and you would look to outline the service you provide, what you will offer them, a young person coming into your home, your accommodation, your provision. What are the ground rules for different things? How they get admission? How do they make a complaint? Where are you located? Um, Various things on local GPs and all these key facilities, how close they are, the location of them to your premises. Um, so it includes a wealth of information so that that young person can get an idea of what service will be offered to them, but also what are the facilities and what are the other things surrounding in the surrounding areas that they will be able to access, whether or not there's good links to schools, colleges, and so forth. And so had to do the SOP, the statement of purpose, the handbook, and I also had to have an insurance for my business. So that insurance includes the public liability, employer's liability, and the professional indemnity cover, plus a bit more, depending on what you need for your business. But so I took that insurance out over almost a year ago because I needed to submit my documents for registration. And once I submitted my documents for registration, it was reviewed, and then they were able to get back to me. And again, because of COVID, they took a very long time. So whilst I was paying, I think my insurance every month is about 360 odd pound a month to have that insurance. So you can understand that I'm paying all this money and I can't get my business up and running um, because of COVID and the backlog of all the application being processed. So I finally got registered probably about 2 months ago. I think either 2-3 months ago I got that, and then I had the issue with accommodation. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this video shed some light on what I've been doing, and hopefully you'll continue to stick around and see what happens on this journey. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming back time and time again. And thank you for supporting me as well. So I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.